Hello and welcome to Brawl News. My name is KairosTime, also known as the Brawl News Guy. After traveling to Busan, South Korea for the Brawl Stars World Championship, Bo was caught dancing the Gangnam Style dance, which was popularized by South Korean K-pop star Psy. Apparently, Bo was rooting for Nova Esports the whole time, and when they won the championship, he celebrated by doing the only Korean thing he knew how to do. All I have to say is, look at that chin. Hello fellow brawlers, I'm KairosTime, and it is time to brawl. It is also time, or will be very soon, for the Brawl Stars update. And this is going down in history as the smallest update in Brawl Stars ever since the game was released globally. I mean, aside from, like, you know, just some of the regular server updates, but yeah, you get the idea. Basically, guys, we're getting 3 new skins, and that's basically it. But I have some more Brawl news that we're going to go over, so stick around for that. Now, these 3 new skins are coming from a new partnership between Brawl Stars and Line Friends, which Line is actually a communication app that is huge in Asia, specifically in Korea and Japan. Now, I'm going to talk about more what this partnership means, but first, let me go over these new skins. First off is an Primo Skin called El Brown. He basically has a massive teddy bear head and looks a little bit more cartoony with his skin. You can see some slight animation changes with his super where he's yelling, "Ah!" along the way when he's falling down. And then also his attack as well is getting a little swanky change, I guess. His fists look a lot bigger. I don't know. Next is Sally Leon, where Leon basically puts a yellow duck hoodie on and throws out eggs for his attacks. Little eggs. There you go. How excellent. Lastly, guys, we have Leonard Leon, who gets an attack animation change. He's wearing a green frog head, I guess. A green frog head, and he wields a giant mushroom. And my guess is he's going to have some animation changes with his super as well. Now, if you're not familiar with these characters, let me explain why this is actually a pretty big deal. Like I said, Line is a communication app. It's basically, you know, sending text messages, voice chats. I think... I'm not sure if you can do video chat. I don't know. I haven't used Line a whole lot, but it's huge in Asia. Like I said, Brown and Friends is a group of characters that are used in the app as a bunch of stickers, or like, I guess kind of like emojis, ways to express yourself in other means. And the 3 new skins that we're getting is basically a combination of Brawl Stars characters and Brown and Friends characters. Now, I recently got back from my trip into Korea and Japan, and while I was there, I caught a glimpse of how absolutely huge Brawl Stars is over in Asia. In fact, 1 in every 10 people in South Korea play Brawl Stars on a monthly basis, which is an insane number. I mean, most of the time when I tell people that I'm a Brawl Stars YouTuber in the States that don't know what Brawl, you know, most of the time they're just like, what's that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. But in Korea, 1 in 10 not only knows what it is, they actually play it. That's insane. So while the partnership between Brawl Stars and Line might not actually seem like anything super special in the West, it's actually a pretty big deal. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Line didn't start adding brawler characters as stickers within Line as a part of this collaboration. We might actually be able to get some, I don't know, some stickers or stuff like that. And I also think I have a sneak peek of what some of those stickers would look like. Now, at the Brawl Stars World Championship, there was a ton of really cool merch. And here is what I think. Look at these cool emojis or whatever, or stickers and stuff. And also there's like these cool like epoxy stickers, you know, just like some cool characters you can slab on a shirt or something. In fact, right on the box, it actually says, well, on the sticker here, you can't see it. It says designed by Line Friends. So I wouldn't actually even be surprised to see some more collaboration between Brawl Stars and Line, even beyond just skins and stickers in apps, or, you know, these stickers. I guess these are actual physical stickers. I was talking about stickers in apps. In fact, many of you guys might recall that Supercell closed the Supercell shop a few months ago, and since then it has been impossible to buy Brawl Stars merch unless you buy it off of the black market, I guess. I don't know. Now, there were a few reasons why the Supercell shop was closed. Supercell didn't have the infrastructure to run it all, and that resulted in poor shopping experiences for the customers. There were inconsistencies between the clothes sizes depending on like the different designs that you might purchase. Shipping took a really long time depending on where you lived, and sometimes the shipping costs were like ridiculously high. Lastly, my understanding is that it took a ridiculously long time for Supercell to actually go through the process of creating new products to put in their stores. Overall, I think it's fair to say that Supercell wasn't really happy with how it all worked out. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gotten rid of the store. So yeah, well guys, guess who already has the infrastructure to mass produce and sell merchandise without taking forever to create new products? Line Friends. Guess who already has a well-functioning online store that allows them to sell tons of merchandise online from around the world? Line Friends. And guess who has physical stores throughout the world where merch is being sold without having to worry about shipping or any of that kind of hassle? Line Friends. Now, like I said, this is really only a guess, but I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, I'm a lot more obsessed with Brawl Stars and Brawl Stars merch than most people since I'm creating content around it full time, but I really hope that this is the case. I mean, who doesn't want to be able to buy a nice, you know, Nita Bear plushie? Oh man, this is so soft. I love it. Or Sakura Spike. Look at this. It's so cute. And check out these cool key rings. My lighting's terrible, but you get it. And of course, the Brawl Stars backpack. We need these. We need more of them. Honestly though, guys, Brawl Stars is a pretty big game. You know, there are millions of players from all around the world, and it's kind of silly that the only way for you to get merchandise like this is to fly out to the global championship. And like, even then, you can't buy the merchandise there. You have to like win it or like be awarded to it as a prize or be a caster or something like that. Like, yeah, I want some more Brawl merch, guys. Okay, guys, now up next, I wanted to talk about something that I'm very surprised Supercell did not include in Brawl Talk. I'm talking about Supercell Make. This is seriously such a cool thing for Brawl Stars, and I'm stoked to tell you guys about it. Basically, Supercell Make is a way for the community to make and vote on brawler skins for a chance to be paid by Supercell if Supercell chooses to include them in the game. Here's basically how it works. Go to make.supercell.com and then you can log in using your Supercell ID email address. It's very simple, just like you would use a Supercell ID in any of the games. Currently, the Bonanza is the only campaign that's going on, but I'm guessing that Supercell will add more in the future. I mean, I know that they're going to, so yeah. Now, I'm not a 3D artist, so I don't fully understand how it all works, but 3D tools like Blender and Maya that support .fbx models and .png textures are fine for creators to make their own custom skins for Brawl Stars. Then, once they make them and submit them, members of the community can go and check out the submissions and vote on their favorites. Now, once the voting is over, Supercell will go through the top voted skins and select some of them to actually put in game. And I don't know if this is going to be for every campaign, but at least for the Bonanza campaign, Supercell will pay $10,000 US to the creator of that skin if they do put that actually into the game. $10,000! That's a lot of money, and I would say that that's actually like a really competitive amount for the professional work that's required to create something that's like legit enough to put in game. This is literally a win-win-win. Creators get paid to have their skins put into the game. Supercell can focus on having their artists work on other things, so actually going to result in more content being put out instead of like spending so much time creating new skins. And we get amazing skins put into the game that we voted for. And seriously, I'm sure that we're not even going to see the end of it. These are some of the coolest skins that I think are already submitted. It's only been out for like a day, right? Okay, Zombo was released by Kent2D, Samurai Bow by Antoine, Dragon Bow by Infiltrator, and of course, Horus Bow by Getty Core. I mean, who doesn't want this skin to be put into the game? I mean, it's so cool. Now, submissions for this campaign are currently open until mid-January, and then we'll have a couple of weeks to vote on our favorites. And my guess is that Supercell will then have an update with a ton of awesome bow skins in February or March. I know it's gonna take a little while, But seriously, this is such a cool idea, and I can't wait to see more skins being put into the game because of this. Okay guys, now let's talk about this Brawl Stars update and why it's so small. We're not getting any balance changes, we're not getting a new brawler, and I don't even think we're getting any changes to power play, which is the most recent content to Brawl Stars. So, and it does need some rebalancing, just a little bit though. We're basically just getting those 3 skins, and that's really it. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that since Brawl Stars was released globally, for the most part, we've been getting an update every 1 to 2 months. And recently, it's been every single month, which is cool, but it's kind of hard to keep up that pace. Now, if we look at the timeline since the last update, something doesn't line up very well. The last update dropped on October 22nd, which is exactly 1 month ago from this video. And I know that Brawl Stars is planning on releasing a Brawlidays update in December, and I'm sure that they would want to release that Brawlidays update within the 1st or the 2nd week of December. That way, there's plenty of time for things to calm down for the Brawlidays, for the holidays, for the actual holidays, for Supercell to take a little bit of time off, which is understandable. And that would mean that I'm expecting the Brawlidays update to happen 1.5 months after the October update. And that actually lines up perfectly with how consistently we've been receiving Brawl Stars updates. So I don't think it's really fair for us to actually even expect an update in November. Also, almost the entire Brawl Stars developer team took a week off to go to the Brawl Stars World Championship in South Korea. And I know that a lot of players might prefer that the developers don't take a week off of work, but honestly, I think it's great that they were able to do that so that they can actually see the event live, because, I mean, that's such a great way to maintain motivation to work so hard on the game. And if you can't see the fruits of your labors like that, you know, I feel like they deserve that. Also, guys, the event was awesome, and I'm going to be releasing a vlog for it, so make sure you guys don't miss out, because there were some really cool things. So then what can we expect from the Brawlidays update, which will come, like I said, I'm guessing 1st or 2nd week in December. If it's like the last Brawlidays update, some of the maps will have a snowy appearance change, and we'll also see the return of some of the Brawlidays music. I also think that we'll see a return of like 2 of the 3 Brawlidays skins from last year. Okay, Santa Mike, Little Helper Penny, and Red Nose Nita. Now, I say only 2 of the 3 because I secretly hope that one of them will become like extremely exclusive for the next year. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to see all of them come back. I wouldn't be surprised if Brawl Stars added more Brawlidays skins, including like a Pam remodel for a Mrs. Claus Pam. Come on, guys, Mrs. Claus Pam. That would be so awesome. Also, I'm guessing a Snowstorm Sandy, maybe even a Snowman Daryl skin. Should be really cool, you know, Daryl rolling around like a snowball. I mean, there are a lot of really cool skin ideas that could work, but I'm hoping to at least see 3 more Brawlidays skins. Also, guys, I think it's fair to say that Brawl Stars will likely make some small tweaks to power play, because there's some small changes I think go a long way, such as adding an epic loss. So you get just a little bit of extra points when you lose, but it's like a really, really close match. I also think that we'll get a new brawler in the December update. I'm kind of planning on it because, you know, since we're not getting one this current update, I feel like that's fair to plan on. I also think that we should see some balance changes as well, but those are really the only obvious things that we can count on happening in the next update. We recently had a couple new game modes, so I don't think we're going to receive a new game mode. We had power play added, so that's like a competitive thing, so maybe some end game content, but I'm not really planning on that. My guess is some social features. Social features is the one thing that I feel like is currently just a little bit lacking in Brawl Stars. But I'm curious to know what you guys want the most in the next update, so let me know in the comment section, as well as what you're most excited for this update, which is really just 3 skins. So like, which of the 3 skins, I guess. Personally, I think El Brown is gonna take the cake, but I don't know, we'll see. For now, guys, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars.